Alright, so I'm here. I already torqued down these bad boys. I wasn't going to do a video because it's just kind of, a little time consuming, but I was like, oh, wait up, because these caps, when they're on, they're pretty stout. And with this girdle, you can't really get the rubber mallet in there to kind of tap the sides and get it up. You definitely don't want to put no metal in between there or try doing it. So one of the easiest ways to make sure your piston's up. I mean, even though obviously um, you won't be able to do it, and don't use an extension, but just leave it out a bit like that, and I just come in, just simply tap it, and there it goes. It goes down. So then once you do that, you gotta get what do you call it? Your these are 7/16 12-point sockets. I'm following the stock. What do you call it? You see how big they are compared to the stock ones. Had them in the other video. Oh, look at that! I start to talk and do some shit, and then I start dropping shit all over. I didn't. That's the first time it happened today. No lies. But anyhow, so we go unpop these bad boys. Kind of just resting them in there. It's my little type area. Take off your cap, and although I already had put thingy inside there, assembly lube, you can see how gooey it still is there. Of course, for good measure, I'm going to put more. So now this piston's down a little bit, and just make sure that the bearing is in good, and then just come in. Oh, let me see. There we go. So now that that's up, you take some more assembly lube, cake it on. It's better to have more than none. Come back with your main cap. I had these kind of labeled, front, but basically, lock to lock. So the lock is right there. Go ahead, tap. I mean, what do you call it? Just put her on. Whatever. She'll line up fine. Then come get these bolts, and I mean, I really can't do it because I need two hands. Put some assembly lube on the threads. Or not assembly. Oh, yeah, it is assembly lube. But, alright, hold on. Alright. So now when you have your assembly lube on your things, go ahead. Just simply do that. Let me get my... have an adapter. 12 point. I don't have a half-inch 12 point. But I don't need one. It's basically... you torque these down to about... what is it, 15, 18 foot-pounds, something like that, and then do a 90-degree turn. I don't like the 90-degree turn, quite honestly. I don't know why. I just don't feel comfortable. I'm like, yeah, I'm a torques guy. So what I've been doing is kind of getting the average, and what I came out to be, these are coming roughly at about 60 to 65 foot-pounds. So once you do this, again, I won't be able to do it, and I'm not going to set up the camera, but tighten these like 15 foot-pounds, and then after that, come back in and do a 90. But like I said, I'm still using the torque wrench. It seems to be around 60, 65. I just do that so I make sure when I do hit that 90 that it click clocks on me, and I feel much better about that. So all of these are good. So I'm gonna do that, because then after you what do you call it, work on the bearing cap and torquing it down to spec, do rotation on the crank, because if it gets tight, you'll know that that last one is the one that's giving you a problem and trying to figure out what the hell is going on. But basically, if your bearings are all specced out and whatnot, you should be fine. But it's just another check and balance per se. So all right, so mains were torqued like fucking 6 years ago. Rods are torqued now. got my baffle on. Um, so basically this bottom end is all torqued and whatnot. It's doing what it should do. Revolving is not difficult. Um, Next problem is I need to get my rear main seal. I forgot to order one. Let's see if I can go pick one up. But it'll be a little bit of a bitch to put on. But I don't know. FSM's like, okay, put that on, and then you could put on the center section. So once that center section comes on, start looking like a damn motor. But then I can then kind of, well, you know what? Nah, it should be fine. I was thinking about not putting the center section on yet, slapping on the heads, because if something falls through, maybe I can get it through there. But I'll try being, you know, thingy with it, good with it, I guess, whatever the case may be, whatever the hell. But yeah, that's what's up. So at least yeah, she's all good. So we'll go and see if I can get this other shit. All right. So I just came back from the parts store. I used my $20 that I accumulated at AutoZone. So basically walked out the door with that for like $20. Anyhow, it's this unit is, you know, what's that thing called? Built in to there, so it's, you can't really press it out. Maybe you could, I don't know. That one's like that, but then this is the Felpro unit. I just kind of see some cheap cast. It's a little bit lighter, it seems, but at least all that. But at least you see, you could probably change this out after. You see how that back is on that race. And then even there, I don't know, whatever. Doesn't matter, It's just pretty funky that they did that. So I got that, and then this piece, sits on top, the little rubber. That's so when the thingy comes on the, what's that thing called? Oh, the center fucking oil pan, middle oil pan, whatever the hell you want to call it. So put some RTV, slap that on, and then I just got done cleaning it. It's kind of hard working, like here on there, whatnot. But the reason why, I'm going to do it the FSM way, I could just go and turn it around and slap the heads on. I'm pretty fine that, everything on top's going to be whatever. But anyhow, I'll put this on so I can kind of get this kind of sealed up and kind of get some space cleared up. This is my problem, is I have no fucking space. So anyways, I'll go ahead and get that on, kind of get the bottom all squared away. And then after that, it'll just be a matter of, that's right, I got to put back on my my oil pump, which, it's over there. But anyhow, put my oil pump on there, and then, go forward and kind of get that going. So, and then I don't have to worry about, really the bottom end that much. So we're getting some progress. Like I said, some RTV, slap her on, dowels. I already cleaned this with some brakes cleaner and what do you call it, a rag. So it's all nice and clean around, and then just 3 10mm bolts, and bomb, done. So I'm gonna do that real quick. All right. So when I got that bad boy installed, I don't know if you kind of see like the RTV, but that's why I like using gray, because when he presses and it seals out, I just like to go and take my finger and make it so it's like another barrier, just in case. That edge is a little sloppy, but it's like caulking in a house. But at least it looks all that, and it kind of makes it another seal. But whatever, I got this said and done. So at least now, following the FSM, I can go back now and what's that thing called? Oh, probably put on that, I don't know, you call it middle section pan or whatever, but we'll see. All right, so I got one head slapped on, bolted, torqued, the whole nine. I'm about to do this bad boy. Trying to get some work done early in the morning because I'm gonna be going to Miami for a little Soca Fete. But anyhow, yeah, that's what's up. So got that bad boy on. Torqued them down. Actually, torqued them down to 75 foot-pounds. The stock head bolts, they go like 72. If you get the high rev bolts, you can torque them down to 76, I believe. Whatever. But a little extra ain't gonna do nothing. But anyways, and that's even if the freaking torque wrench is really ideal. So at least I did get that one on. I'm about to get this one on, and then after that, it's I need to put these cams on because I don't want these damn shims to fall out. So we'll see. After I get on that next set, I'll get the cams, and then we can see about buttoning up the bottom end because I need to get the bottom end on before I put on the timing cover. I don't know. I gotta double check and see because there's some bolts that come from the bottom of the secondary oil pan, whatever the fuck you want to call it, that goes there. And then plus I need to put on my washers. There's one on the bottom for the oil, not washers, but yeah, well, they're rubber O-rings. So, but anyhow, all right, so I got both heads torqued on. That's done. What you can do, not too much, but basically if you rotate the crank, all the valves are shut. You shouldn't hear nothing come out of here, out of the exhaust ports. Everything should come out the bottom. So if you make a rotation, you can kind of confirm that it sounds like a snake coming out of the bottom. But yeah, that's about it. So because if basically you're not building compression, there's something up. So at least I did my little cheap compression check real quick, and that's what's up. But anyhow, now like I said, I want to put on those rev up cams, and then what do you call it, SLE, get that done, and then we will continue the journey. But yeah, this is up. I forgot to clean that piece. Anyways, I can still clean it out. But anyhow, yeah, so that's the journey. So here we go. Good stout bottom end. We'll see how they held up. But yeah, like I said, well, let's see. Oh, wait, let me go this way. All right, ready? Yeah, everything, that shit's tight. Yeah, I don't know if, this is like not good to do or what, but I don't know. I'd rather check it now and then, see. But if it's just, good. But yeah, because if basically you had anything leaking, not making a good seal, it would come out of there and, whatnot. So, all right, let me get to the next part. All right, so these are the rev up cams from the, 05, 06, 350. It's a higher duration, or I think it's longer duration, and it's taller cam profile. So with these, I should be able to carry up the revs a little bit higher. I think I might just go to like $7,000. But then again, it depends what the dyno shows. If it starts, what I was having with the stock, well, the other cams were, torque was up there, down low in power. But when it started coming to about 6,400, I believe. Oh, sorry. Let me go like this. It was like this, and then when it got to 6,400, it would drop back down. Cams. So putting on these high rev cams, where longer duration, taller profile, whatever, and the red line increased, I think, on those to about 7,200 or something of that nature. I don't know what it was, but basically now I got these bad boys in. So the only thing that I found the difference is this dowel. You just need to punch it out. Just get a punch it out, and then put it in that one. That right now, that the only thing. And then of course this one has the timing marks, the missing teeth for the VVT on the exhaust. The stock DEs are, whatever year, fucking 03, 04, they don't have these timing marks. There's no VVT on the exhaust, so that's really all it is. But same cam profile. You can see all of the cam lobes are in the same orientation depending on that pin, and that's what's up. So get these bad boys dropped in. All right, so now I just gotta clean these cam caps and then bolt them on, and then I can start seeing about the bottom end, getting that all squared away, putting that oil pump on, and so forth. So everything seems to be going well together. We will continue this journey maybe tomorrow when I come back from Miami, but yeah, that's what's up. So all right, like